Hello everyone, this is Minoxen coming to you with an expert replay of Soultree. This replay is thanks to FerretDansk, and he had a time of 12:35. This is a speed run, so you'll see a mixture of colors here. He's got dual shadow orbs, and then he will also get a nature, and he's going to start out with the Nightguard here.
Once I've gathered enough power from these
creatures on Titan's wall. Hide her up here for now until this first wave comes, and then he's going to come down and help with a flanking attack to get through this first wave just a little faster. All of his defenders are on the wall, keeping them out of trouble. Builds both of his wells right before the second group shows up. And then he goes ahead and joins again for a flanking maneuver, making sure to focus fire his defenders on the archers, because if you don't focus fire those archers, or your defenders on those ranged units, then you will end up losing some defenders.
Prepare yourself.
Usually the last two on the wall can hit it, if not the last three on the wall. Builds his second Shadow Orb and runs up here with his Nightguard to build a Stone of Torment. His Stone of Torment is second upgrade. Has both upgrades. It's missing the last one, but the last one only gives 5 extra damage, so it's not really that big of a loss. Does fine in this replay and this strategy. He runs his Nightguard across to get out of the range of the Stone of Torment, or at least for the damage effect. It will get teleported in later, I believe. And he's going to use that Nightguard to take over a Twilight Horror, which is a nice Twilight unit with a XL attack and paralyzing attack in addition to that. He'll use that on the push down the hill, and he'll use that at the fourth orb. He puts in resource boosters. He has double upgraded resource boosters. He's trying to get the power out of his wells as fast as he can. Stone of Torment's cleaning up nicely there. I'm going to go ahead and slow the video down because I had to speed it up because it was too long for YouTube to begin with. But his Stone of Torment will finish there, and he will destroy that for some extra void power. He'll park his Twilight Horror here so it can heal next to an allied building. He's going to do the same with his defenders. He will take the 3 healthiest of those and move those down to help Viridia, and then once the others are healed, he'll move those down as well. Places his last resource booster here, and then he's going to wait a little bit. I'm going to speed it up again. He's going to wait a little bit for 250 power so he can build that third orb. He's going in nature on the third orb. That'll allow him to use Curse of Oink at a pretty crucial point down here in the boss fight. He'll disable all of his minions. And there's his third orb. He goes ahead and, like I said, sends those 3 healthy defenders down there.
Send some of your creatures to
He's going to focus fire those guys on the smaller stone warrior, or the stone shards. Going to focus fire on those to get rid of those first, and then he's going to focus fire all of his units on the Stone Warrior, holding off on his Fathom Lord, or Twilight Horror, until it's weakened enough so that way it won't become unparalyzed. Paralyze, I believe, only lasts 10 seconds, so you got to be careful when you use it. The unit's not damaged enough, it will come out of that paralyze, and it will beat up on your units. He's summoned in a fallen Skyelf here. He's going to fly it south. Careful to avoid the aggressor on the left up here. That right there is the aggressor on the left side of the screen. That will take this fallen Skyelf down in a couple of shots if it gets a hold of it. So you got to be careful if you're reproducing this not to allow it to get too close. He's going to finish up the Rage Flame. And then once he gets done with that, he's going to go ahead and move it down to the next area where he's going to hit this Stone Warrior. I don't know whether it's accidental or not, but he ends up pulling the aggressor off the hill, but of course dodges by flying out of range, and it works really well because it allows that aggressor to go ahead and get frozen with Viridia's spell here. And by now he's summoned in a couple of Mutating Frenzies. I believe he's got 2 of them so far. He'll have 2 Mutating Frenzies and his Twilight Horror for the boss fight here. He's going to use those defenders all along the way to help weaken and finish units off. Takes out the last Rage Flame with his Fallen Skyelf. Fallen Skyelf is a really important part of this strategy because she has a move called Visions of Despair that does 150% extra damage. Well, the unit that she casts it on will take 150% extra damage for 15 seconds. The catch-22 on that is that you have to kill it within the 15-second duration, otherwise the unit receives all of its hit points back and gets full health. So, it's not a problem in this instance. The boss goes down without a fight. Cast Visions of Despair, and then 6 all of his nice XL attack units. The boss, finishing it off in just a matter of seconds. He's going to take out the aggressor here. Using Curse of Oink as crowd control to keep these units off of his attack force is a really, really good move. It allows him to take him out as he wants to. And once he gets done with that, he's going to come over here to the power well and monument. He's careful not to kill off his Twilight Horror because you don't get any void power for that.
There it is.
But you have to keep the Mutating Frenzy alive long enough to build the power well, and then you can use the power well to build the monument. He builds a breeding grounds up here at this camp right before Viridia casts her spell and goes and kills all these Twilight Hulks. Bam. Alright, and then on this breeding grounds, he's going to call in a construct. It's a fully upgraded construct, and most all of his cards have a lot of high levels of upgrades on them, but you don't really need upgrade 3s on everything. You can do this strategy with a lot less. It's always easier if you have the upgrades, but it's not something that's necessary.
I swim in an ocean of rage.
He's going to take that tower out with the construct, and then he's going to be careful here to focus fire on the Twilight Whisperers. These healing units, I believe they're the Twilight version of a Timeless one.
Her attacks before they reach the humans.
But they have a blinding attack, and it will stop his construct from being able to attack, so he's careful to kill those off. He summons in 5 Tempests, and he's going to bring those in here next to his construct and set those up. His Fathom Lord's doing well down there, or Fathom Lord, I keep calling it that. It's a Twilight Horror. But you have to be careful on that and how far away you set it from that power well, because if you set it a little too close, she will kill the power well or the orb or whatever he happens to be sitting next to, so that's one thing to watch out for. Sets his Tempest up here, focus fires on the healing units. Takes out those Twilight Whisperers and the Twilight Shamans. Finishes up. Then he's going to use an Undead army to provide the units for him to use Nether Warp. Here comes the Undead army. Okay, and then he uses Nether Warp to hop up on top of the hill.
Your forces are under attack.
Then he sets all of his Tempests back up, throws down an Ensnaring Roots to keep the Twilight Horrors off of his construct and everything, keep him from getting paralyzed, keeps basically all the units off him. Throws down a Maelstrom to freeze and kill what other weaker units there are. And once he's killed the last of the Twilight Horror there on the right, he'll go ahead and take that tower out. As soon as he gets rid of that tower, he's going to go ahead and sacrifice the construct so he can get his 300 power that he needs. There it goes. He's going to sacrifice that so he gets 300 power for this last orb to complete the map. And there that is. And now he's just got to wait a little while. That right there is a Twilight Willsapper. It's an AoE paralyzing tower.
I can't stop!
You have to go through all of these units to get to otherwise, so using the teleport was really a brilliant strategy. And if you take too long, those tree fiends I just showed you a shot there will go to that second base and kill those units. Just got to make sure to keep those safe. But this has been Minoxen with an expert replay of Soultree. I hope it's proved informative.